Right. Good morning. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I'm here with Ron Lefebvre at the Nantucket Bagel Company, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show, Ron.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Ron, where are you from, and how long have you been cooking bagels?
Originally, I grew up in Connecticut and came out to Nantucket in 1985. As far as bagels, when I started bagels, approximately 4 months ago.
Right.
Yeah. Been baking bread though for about the last 6-7 years over at Something Natural, running the bakery there. And we had an opportunity. The owner approached us at the Nantucket Bagel Company and was interested in getting out, and approached us knowing that we've done a pretty good job with bread over at Something Natural. So I discussed with Matt and said I didn't think it was an opportunity we could give up. We've cornered the bread pretty good out here, and I thought bagels was a place to go and kind of dabble in doing that.
Right.
Yeah. These are metal sleeves or aluminum sleeves with a burlap skin that we put on. We have to wet these burlap skins so the bagels won't stick and so they won't catch on fire in the oven. What we have in the mixer right now is a bagel dough. A basic bagel dough is flour, water, yeast, salt, and we use barley malt as a light sweetener there. Traditional bagels will use malt, basically the same thing that's in beer. So I said salt, yeast, water, flour, malt. It's a stiffer than a regular bread dough. If you're going to roll this into bread, it would probably tend to be smaller and denser. The reason you have to do it a fairly dry dough is because you're going to boil it, and it's a lot easier to roll in the machine with a denser dough. If you have it too wet, it will stick, and you won't have round bagels.
And we can't have that, can we, Ron?
No, we can't have round
No
bagels.
square bagels in this place.
We've had some fun. All right, what we're doing here, we've got the bread dough that just came out of the mixer. The motor here is going to cut this dough into strips, and from there we're going to load it onto the machine. There is an actual technique used to cut these strips. You have to cut them a certain size in order to get continuity in our bagel size. Bagels will be loaded onto this platform here. Okay, they're going to go through here, through this dispenser. And inside the machine, there's a blade that will cut it into even pieces. Okay. From here, as you can see, they're coming out. This will go into the roller where they're stretched out. Then we make our way over to this end. They get formed into bagels. Okay. Now what I do on this side is quality control. Any bagels that aren't the right size or shape, I will weed out, and we'll just mix back into the next batch. I've got cornmeal boards.
Cornmeal.
This enables us to slide the bagels right into the kettle in the morning. Otherwise, they'd be sticking to the board, and we would have just one big mess. All right. This is kind of like the episode of I Love Lucy where she's on the chocolate cake machine. You don't keep up with it, sometimes you can get buried. But it looks like I'm doing okay.
You seem to be doing okay,
yeah.
Ron.
Start up the next batch.
Okay, yes.
Beautiful bagels.
One of the main problems you have doing bagels is not necessarily getting burned on the oven, it's getting steam burns and splashback burns. And I've had a few good ones when I first started. I've gotten better, but working with hot water can be dangerous. still boil right now. Take the bagels, dump them into boiling water here. You see they're already to the top, so they have proofed already. They're ready to go. This is my bagel skimmer. Here. Work them around a little bit. 2 minutes. And pull them out. Lay them right on my bagel boards. Get these all out. These are going to be plain bagels. Generally, the first round of bagels I do are all bagels without seeds. Bagels you'll get with seeds, sesame seeds, onions, whatever topping they may get, will really mess up your oven. So you want to start with a basically plain bagel in the morning. I'll leave a little space on my left side so I have room to flip bagels when they're ready. This is generally a fast process because the bagels only take 10 minutes before they're ready to flip. You have to continuously be moving. Okay, the last part of doing bagels, pulling them out of the oven. As you can see, these are our plain bagels. And they look nice and brown, nice round shape. Nice holes. Do you know how the bagel shape was invented?
I do not.
Or why?
No, I don't.
The story I heard was that a Jewish baker in Vienna was paying tribute to the King of Poland for driving Turkish invaders out. And what he did was, the king's favorite hobby was riding horses. And what he did was supposedly shaped these rolls after a stirrup on a horse. And supposedly they had called them, I believe it was bugles or buggles, was a German word for stirrup. And from there it probably turned into bagels or what have we. And you know how words change. Yep, we'll take these right up front. But that's the one version I've heard. And that was back in 1683, so
1683.
bagels have been around for a few hundred years.
Well, Ron, this has been a real great experience. I want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck.
All right.
We'll see you around. We'll be eating bagels.
Great. Take care.
How about a crayon orange? Well, after you finish having your movie, a crayon orange bagel and a cinnamon red.